Okay, so are you able to see this?
Yes, doctor. Now it's visible.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so now I have been explaining so many things to you. Yeah. So this is a slide share. Yeah. So I repeat then again. Yeah. So we are learning. Today is what we call as Deixis. Yeah. So Deixis. Actually, there are three things that you will need to know about Deixis. We call it as deictic of space, deictic of time, yeah, and also we call it as uh, deictic of person, yeah. So we have three things that we will need to know about deictic, and when it refers to a person, yeah, so deictic expressions will actually accumulate in the form of pronouns. Yeah, they are pronouns, and we can see here, for example, I, we, you, he, she, this, that, yeah, and also tomorrow, yesterday, okay, then, yeah, here, there. So all this, they are called deictic expressions. Okay, they are called deictic expressions. Okay, so the example here, for example, have you brought the book? Yes, so have you brought the book? So the answer, yes, yeah. But the meaning, so this is the thing. The pragmatic meaning can only be understood in terms of speaker A's intended meaning. Yeah, for example, the speaker B just say yes. Have you brought the book? Speaker B said yes. Okay, but which book? Okay, so which book? So because there are so many books, and which book? So the only meaning can be derived, yeah, from speaker A. Yeah, so this is what we are going to learn today. Yeah, so regarding pragmatics. All right. So the expression use of pronouns here, and also space, and also time, so they are called indexicals. Yeah, they are called indexicals. And when we refer to something, for example, person, place, or time, relevant in understanding how the words refer, so this is called deictic reference. Okay, so these are several things that you will need to know. This is called deictic reference. Okay, so next, what else? So these are examples. Yeah, it is now 12:15. So where is the deictic reference? It. Yeah, she is the mother of Napoleon. So where is the reference? The reference is she. Yeah, the reference word is she. Okay, and the reference is what? The reference is the mother. Yeah? It is the reference word, and what is that? It refers to 12:15. For example, this is Iqbal. Okay, so this refers to Iqbal, and that will end then. That what? Okay, so that's something. That's something. Okay, so that's here. When we look at here, that means something which is outside. Yeah, so this is another context that we need to learn. Okay, previously under implicature and also explicature. Okay, so you read that right in chapter 9. So how many of you, for example, now can fully understand the terms implicature and explicature? Okay, so far so good. Anybody would like to say something, Nabila? Okay, an implicature and explicature is in chapter 9. So do you understand by the terms, by the two terms, Nabila?
I understand that implicature is an utterance which convey meaning beyond its proposition, doctor.
Okay. And then what is the difference between the two terms? Implicature,
Uh,
explicature.
I don't really understand by the term explicator yet.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, for implicator, yes, you are right. Implicator, that goes beyond proposition. That means kind of implied statement. Yeah, so that is implicator. But explicator is something that explicate. Ah, something explicate means something which is implicit. Yeah, something which is implicit. Yeah, but it is mentioned there in the sentence. Okay. It's mentioned there in the sentence, in the proposition itself, right? That something is implicit, but the content is there. The content is there in the proposition. Okay. So this difference between implicator and also explicator. So you can understand fully that you read, yeah, chapter 9. Okay, so we go to that later. Yeah, but today we will look at dialectic expression first. Okay, so next. All right. The point of positioning of a speaker is called dialectic center or dialectic point. Yeah. So if a speaker is sitting at a specific place and says, "Come here," so the word "here" in this case is dialectic expression, which shows that the location of the speaker is away from the addressee. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next. So this is what I just explained to you. So there are two types of dialectic, yeah, and also we have also what we call as non-dialectic, yeah. So there are two types, dialectic use and non-dialectic use, meaning some expression use dialectic and some expressions do not use dialectic. Okay, when non-dialectic use, meaning when there are no elements of pronouns, no element of times, and also no element of space dialectic expression. So that is called as non-dialectic use. Yeah? But dialectic use is further divided into two types. Yeah, dialectic use plus gesture and dialectic use minus gesture. Okay, for example, if for example I mention to you, you will need to read books. Okay, you there is dialectic use plus gesture, right? Because if I mention you all, meaning all of you, yeah. But there are also dialectic use minus gesture, meaning the dialectic use is there, but it does not indicate to a person, indicate to a specific person. Yeah. For example, in this sentence, I know you will enjoy reading the chapter, so we do not make it specific to whom, but only the audience at large. Yeah, but that's the audience at large. So I know you will enjoy. Yes, you will enjoy. You now refers to everybody. Maybe in the world, right? If there is a book and the book is meant uh, for the whole population in the world, so you now will become the people, the whole population of the world. Okay, next. Non-dialectic expression. Yeah, non-dialectic expression. The example of non-dialectic expression. For example, I went to this city one time and I broke this finger. I love this city. In this example, there is non-dialectic use of this, which does not refer to anything specific. Yeah. Rather, it's used as an indefinite article, much the way a could be used in its place. If we use the in place of this, it will be dialectic. For example, I went to this city one time. Yeah, it's not very specific. I went to a city. Yeah, I broke this finger. I broke a finger. I love this city, for example. Yeah, so this city actually is not very specific. In dialectic expression, immediate contact or immediate something setting must be present, but in non-dialectic expression there is no immediate context. There is no immediate contact. Okay, next. Okay, Deixis is a borrowed term derived from a Greek word meaning pointing to or picking up. Okay. So the language in which we study indexical is called indexicality, and the lexical terms which encode context are called deictics. Okay. So in linguistics, deixis refers to words and phrases that cannot be fully understood without additional contextual information. So words are deictic if their semantic meaning is fixed, but their denotational meaning is varied depending on time and or place. Yeah. So in reality, words or phrases that require contextual information to convey any meaning are deictic. Yeah. So English pronouns, they are deictic. Okay. Now, so deictic words here are closed class. There is a limited set of these words which can be used deictically, but some of them can also be used non-deictically. So on the basis of semantic criteria, deixis can be classified into two major categories. Yeah? For example, person deixis, yeah, personal pronoun, and place deixis, place reference, here, there. Time deixis, which is based on time reference, now, then, yeah. Yeah, okay. So you will need to learn this. Okay, next. Any expression used to point a person is called person deixis. For example, we have all these, I, you, and such. Person deixis consider the person involved in an utterance. Yeah, for example, the person directly involved, the speaker and the addressee. Yeah, certainly. The distinction are generally indicated by pronouns. For example, as self-explanatory, for example, I'm going to bazaar. Would you like to have dinner? Yeah? They tried to hurt me, but he came to the rescue. Yeah? So many things that. Yeah? So in terms of place, we call it as place deixis. The following example I was mentioning, for example, I enjoy living in this city. Okay, so be careful when whether it is deictic or non-deictic. Okay? Okay, whether this is non or deictic. For example, I enjoy living in this city. So it will refer to the following city, not referring to other city. So here is where we met last month. Okay, so it's very specific one. She was sitting there, she was sitting over there. Okay. So this example show clearly that place deixis may be of two exam types, proximal and distal. Whether it's near or distant, far away, right? Okay, next. So in case of place deixis, the position of the speaker is the most important. And come the addressee position, for example, speaker, come upstairs, go upstairs, follow me up, follow me down, and so on. Okay? Next, we have any expression used to point to a time is called temporal or time deixis. Yeah. So actually, time deixis include time at verbs like now, then, soon. Yeah. And for explaining time deixis, a good example is the word tomorrow, which denote the consecutive next day after every day. So the tomorrow of a day last year was a different day from the tomorrow of a day next week. Yeah. So in other words, I would like to repeat before we end. So there are three types of deixis. We call it a deixis person, person deixis, time deixis, and also place deixis. Okay, So you will read, the explanation on the theory of deixis. Okay. So this one, I hope that you will read yourself. Yeah. And so many things. Yeah. Okay, and the conclusion given by the author. Yeah. So regarding deixis. So this conclude our lecture. So I will be asking you a lot in your tutorial tomorrow, right? So that's all. Or do you have question to ask before we leave? Hello.
No, madam.
Question to ask? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I think it's understood. It's clearly understood. So in order for you to understand clearly, so we will do that in our tutorial tomorrow. Okay, see you then. Okay, inshallah, bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr.